The man had never touched his wife. By chance, the husband discovered a pregnancy test stick in his wife's pocket. When he picked it up, the two red lines were especially obvious. But they had been married for 3 years and he had never touched her. He immediately concluded that his wife had betrayed him. So during dinner, he took out the pregnancy test and wanted an explanation from her. Unexpectedly, after seeing it, the wife was unusually calm. She then wrote the word divorce on a piece of paper. When the husband saw this, he exploded in anger and warned her not to even think about divorce. The woman never understood why the CEO clearly didn't love her, yet still insisted on keeping her by his side and refused to divorce her. What she didn't know was that everything the CEO did was to protect her. He had loved her for a full 20 years. 20 years ago, when he was down and out and being bullied, it was her appearance that helped him. From that day on, he fell hopelessly in love with her. When he grew up, he became the CEO of a publicly listed company and finally married the woman he loved. But after reaching his current position, too many people regarded him as an enemy. To protect her, he had to hide her identity and forcibly keep her by his side. For 3 years, the CEO never touched her. This made the woman believe that he didn't like her at all. Today was their 3rd wedding anniversary. The woman originally planned to give the CEO a surprise, but instead accidentally picked up a pregnancy test from the floor. Seeing the 2 lines, she suddenly realized something. So the reason he hadn't touched her in 3 years was because there was another woman outside? At that moment, the CEO suddenly came home in a panic. She stuffed the pregnancy test into her pocket and angrily turned around and left. As soon as she left, the CEO took out the anniversary gift he had prepared and quietly put it into her pocket, only to discover the pregnancy test inside, with 2 lines indicating pregnancy. He was instantly furious. So during dinner, he took it out and demanded an explanation, but the woman, already angry, thought the CEO was hinting that she should give up her position. Without hesitation, she proposed a divorce. This completely ignited the CEO's rage. He had gone through great difficulty to marry her. How could he possibly let her go? So no matter what, he refused to divorce her. The woman was full of confusion. Why would a man who clearly didn't love her refuse to divorce her? What she didn't know was that all of this was secretly manipulated by the maid behind the scenes, who believed the couple would soon divorce. After returning to her room, the more the woman thought about it, the angrier she became. She sent another message insisting on divorce. Both of them believed the other had betrayed the marriage, and after a few words, they started arguing over the phone. Unexpectedly, during the heated argument, the emotionally agitated woman suddenly found herself able to speak. She immediately thought of a way to take revenge on the CEO's hacker. She broke into his car system and pretended to be his lover while talking to him. She gave him 2 choices, either make everything public or end up like his wife. The CEO didn't know that the person on the phone was actually his wife. When he heard the other party describe intimate details about his wife, his anger instantly surged. He rushed home in a fury and pulled open his wife's left shoulder, actually seeing a red mark there. That night, in his rage, he dragged his wife into the room. The next day, in order to investigate the hacker's real identity, the CEO ordered his subordinates to develop a monitoring program as long as the other party talked to him for more than 1 minute, their exact location could be tracked. That evening, to lure the hacker out, the CEO deliberately took his wife to a banquet. Unexpectedly, they ran into a scheming woman who liked the CEO. She deliberately threw herself into his arms, causing a misunderstanding and successfully provoking the wife. The woman turned around and, using her hacker identity, called the CEO again, angrily scolding him as a scumbag, accusing him of having a new lover outside, while refusing to give his wife her freedom. She even threatened him with the company's confidential information, demanding that he divorce his wife immediately and no matter how much he would lose. The CEO swore he would never hand his wife over to someone like that. What the woman never expected was how deep the CEO's feelings for her truly were. So deep that he was willing to give up everything he had. By this time, the call had already lasted more than 1 minute. The CEO had arrived at the door of the room where the woman was hiding. As soon as he walked in, he was shocked to see his beautiful wife.